and welcome to Stomping Ground Studios in Jacksonville, Florida for this week's edition of Continental Championship Wrestling Superstars of the Ring. And we have some major breaking news to start off with this week. We saw it on Facebook earlier this week, but the 31st annual Stampede will take place January 22nd, 2022, right here in Jacksonville, Florida. The wrestling world has been talking about it and is super excited that CCW is staying in its home base in Jacksonville, Florida, and we are so excited about Stampede 31 in January 22nd, 2022, which will feature a 20-person over-the-top rope battle royal, where the winner will not only win $10,000, but will also earn a championship shot later that same night for the CCW Heavyweight Championship, which of course is being held right now by my co-host from last week, Darian Drummond, but depending on who it is that night, we'll see the main event between the winner of the Stampede Battle Royal and the CCW Heavyweight Champion. But speaking of championships and breaking news, on tonight's episode we will talk about the Television Collect the Bounty Championship and the first round coming up in the coming weeks. We'll reveal some of the wrestlers who have paid that $500 bounty to earn themselves a chance at that Collect the Bounty Championship. But before we get to all that, CCW cameras recently caught up with the metalhead Paul Roberts right outside Stomping Ground Studios, and this is what he had to say.
What's up, everybody? It's the metalhead Paul Roberts here at Stomping Ground Studios, putting in the work. I've been in with some of the biggest dudes. Hasn't gone the way as planned yet, but I'm gonna keep coming. I'm gonna keep putting in that work, and I'm gonna start getting some wins because I will never die like rock and roll and metal itself. Keep rocking, folks. Good night.
The metalhead Paul Roberts hasn't had a ton of luck so far here in CCW, but he's putting in the work and he's making sure that one day that hard work will pay off. And he put that mentality to the test recently when he went one-on-one against CB Cole Bohannon.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, the heavy metal superstar, Metalhead Paul Roberts! And his opponent, hailing from Memphis, Tennessee, this is Bohannon!
Your mom and your dog been here with you now? That's all right. Go ahead. One more hair. Let's go.
He likes to just dominate. Bohannon, Corey, and nothing else.
Shut up! Your parents are cousins. Shut up!
No.
Mommy! Mommy!
Referee checking to see if Bohannon fades.
Hey, one thing down, Cole! What's the
Right now, Cole pressure's on the ball. Never been in the park, boys.
Yeah, now, man, you got tired, ain't you?
Looking pretty in that purple there, son.
Fat boy.
Look like you will fit in right with these hits.
What the?
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner by pinfall, Bohannon.
Now, we promised you earlier in the night for some updates about the Television Collective Bounty Championship. The first round of that 8-man tournament will be beginning here in the coming weeks, and we finally have some wrestlers to announce about who is taking part in that 8-man tournament. And that 8-man tournament will feature members of the Diamond Exchange, and we all know that the Diamond Exchange is never short for words. And we had the Violent Gentleman, Miles Blackwell, we had Cecil Andrews, and we had Daniel Anderson catch up with some CCW cameramen recently, and had a lot to say about the Collective Bounty Championship.
Several weeks ago, I mentioned what was next for me was championship gold. If you've been watching the webcast, and you should be watching the webcast, you will know about the CCW Television Collective Bounty Championship Tournament. I'm in that tournament. I've entered it. I'm going to exit it with the title around my waist, mainly because I'm unpinned. No one is putting my shoulders on the mat. Because of that trend, we're going to keep it going. No one's taking the title from me, and I'm going to build up the bank till I cash in for a glorious payday.
January 22nd, Stampede, 20-man Battle Royal. I'm a 2-time Battle Royal winner, and both times I walked in that night, and I walked back out with a belt. And that's not going to change, Drummond.
The Diamond Exchange has a history at Stampede of dominance, of excellence. 3-time former world heavyweight champion, undefeated. Shooter McGee, countless time tag team champion. The bottom line is, Stampede ends the same. A Diamond Exchange member will be your world heavyweight champion.
The Diamond Exchange is never short for words, especially when it comes to the possibility of getting more gold around their waist or more money in their pocket. But speaking of the Collect the Bounty Championship, we can finally announce the first round matchup in the Collect the Bounty 8-man tournament, and that will be the newest member of the CCW roster, the Dragon Sean Reddy, going one-on-one against Turncoat Chris Turner. This has been something that's been brewing for recent weeks on...
First of all...
Oh, we got Chris Turner right here in the flesh. Finally, I've been trying to...
Okay, so first of all, there's no turncoat in my name. Second of all, the only time you mention me is because I'm in the first round of this little tournament you got going on. Well, look, first of all, I'm in a tournament against a nobody. A new guy that came in, you saw what I did to him the first time, left him late.
If I can say something, he did get a good shot in on you before you had.
Because I let him. I let him get that shot in, see what he was about. Bad. It was bad. Just like most of our roster. But, first of all, you keep calling me turncoat, and I don't like that. So, if I was you, I'd quit doing it. Now, so, finally, Chris Turner lets us hear something. He gonna tell us, I'm not gonna tell you crap. What I'm gonna say is, Landon Cruz wants to know why I left him laying. He should ask me. You know, he should come out here and ask me. But I can tell you, everybody in that locker room is gutless. Every one of them. I've carried every one of them. Even the announcing team I carried for years. And you know what I got? You know what I got for carrying everybody? For showing them the way. I got not the main event anymore. Oh, he's getting a little bit older. Let's let these other guys. But you know what? Now people want to hear what I got to say. I had to leave Landon laying. So if that's what it takes, there'll be a lot more people laid out. Guaranteed.
Well, he said, what did he have? He had hundreds of thousands, if not millions of fans around the world. He doesn't even have that now. He just has his own bruised ego. But for this week's Superstars of the Ring, my name is Jimmy Rosendorf. We'll see you next week with the Television Collect the Bounty Tournament. Good night.